safer, it's more serious. Yeah, it's more serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still on the object.
So that is why, Abu Bakr, those objects of sales that are prohibited by Islam, anything which is prohibited by Islam cannot be an object of sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still on the object of sale.
Yes.
You see oil, cream that you apply, which are made up of 50% alcohol.
Yeah.
These are not what you consume.
Yeah.
You merely apply on your skin.
Yeah.
Someone asked whether Islamically it will be
and perfumes.
Yeah, and perfumes, exactly.
Yeah.
It is whether it is acceptable for a Muslim to wear those kind of the ointment, creams.
It may not necessarily, inflict, let's say, what we call najasa or impurity or filth. It may not make your body dirty, but it is not Islamic too, unless otherwise authorized or advised by a doctor, by a physician. If there's a situation where a doctor authorizes or advises you to apply alcoholic or anything in a way that can be good to you.
Can alcohol be good?
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about, yes, maybe, I don't know, for health reasons, probably, for medical reasons. But if it is not good, in fact, you're bringing me now to the second condition of object is it must be beneficial. The thing that you are selling or you are buying must be beneficial to you and others. So if you go and buy oil, apply to your body, but eventually it causes cancer, skin cancer, a particular skin disease, then a rule is being violated here.
So you mean those who apply this hazel or C-Clair, whatever they call it, is not acceptable?
Sometimes they will tell you hazel and lateral are not the same. No, I'm not doing hazel, I'm doing lateral. What is it?
I don't know what
skin bleaching. Changing the natural, the beautiful color that Allah has given us. You understand? So it's not in line with Islam, it's prohibited.
Okay.
Yeah, it's prohibited. Change of color is definitively prohibited.
Not our powder though.
Oh. And okay.
Yeah.
So that is, and second, that's important. It must be beneficial. It must not be. That is why if the object of sale is destructive to life, it becomes un-Islamic.
Okay. And then
then another condition will be it must be known. Selling something that you do not know.
It must be known.
It must be known.
The object must be known.
Like example I give you now, we are in Yomi, because suppose you have a cow in Yomi, a vehicle in Yomi, but you do not know whether it still exists. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Maybe Jaranka man might have come behind you and taken it away.
Sold it away.
So if you want to sell it from here, you do not know whether it still exists. Something that you do not know, you cannot confirm its existence, cannot be an object of sale.
Okay.
Like, remember what I told you, the essence of all these thorough regulations of transactions is to allow you and I and every Muslim, to enable every Muslim ensure, a clean life, clean way of life. That the money that you earn, the profit that you gain, whatever you get is halal, is pure. You understand? And instead of incurring any liability, rather you end up rewarded by God because it's halal. You understand? And that is why, and again, like I said before, any transaction that makes somebody unfairly gain against another becomes un-Islamic. Fourthly, and probably lastly, it must be deliverable. You cannot sell something that you cannot deliver.
Snake in a hole, as they say.
Yes, in a hole, or a fish in a pond, or whatever they say, or you have like an animal which is lost, which is gone. You search for it and you are told, oh, your animal has been sighted in Basse. Where in Basse? It says Basse Mansajang. Oh, Basse so and so. Okay, I want to sell it now. Can you deliver it?
Okay.
And remember, one of the conditions, it must be beneficial. So if you sell it, you get the money. For you, the money will benefit you. But the person who buys the object of sale will not be benefited, because the object of sale cannot be delivered. Wallahu alam.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This also brings.
And then these two, like seller and buyer, price and object of sale, they share the same conditions.
The price
and object of sale. These conditions that I have mentioned, they're equally applicable to both price and object of sale.
Okay.
Yeah. And when it comes to the construction, the word must be clearly understandable.
Okay.
That you mean
I'm coming to that. What of those who buy produce things and resell them, you buy it for profit sake.
Yes.
But you sell it for something it rationally should not cost.
Yeah.
Orange, for example, now if you go outside, they sell orange for $10 at some places.
Yeah.
You know, you imagine, you know, why is that happening in a Muslim society? You know, does it also form part of the rules you're talking about?
You mean exploitation?
Exploiting this society.
That is excessive profiteering. It's not in line with the teaching of Islam. And excessive profiteering becomes strictly prohibited when the person lie. You know, sometimes people, what they do, they tell lie.
Yeah.
They will tell you, I buy it, this cost me, this orange, I bought it in Sifo, the bag cost me $1,500.
Yeah.
When the person is simply lying.
When he bought it for 500 even?
Probably or less, or even 700. But he's simply telling lie. But at least he must find a way of this excessive profiteering. So then you have serious moral problem here. It becomes a dirty situation. But if you are telling the truth, you may not necessarily breach a legal rule here, but the moral rules of Islam are being violated in the sense that you are making unnecessary profiteering or excessive profiteering against others. But if the person is not deceiving people by lying to them, if he is very transparent about what happened, telling the people the truth, but insists on buying it at that particular price, which is very excessive, the legal rules are not violated, but the moral rules are violated, and they can carry some implications.
Okay. Let's talk about hoarding here. Hoarding is also a business practice.
Yeah, political.
Yeah, and it's a common practice, especially when major events are about to take place, like the Ramadan.
Oh, people are notorious for that. Yes.
Yeah. So,
again,
Islamically, maybe people do it because they don't know that it has some Islamic implications.
Oh, well, maybe they don't know. Maybe they do know. Maybe they don't want to listen. Because people have been talking about these things for centuries now.
What do Allah say about it? What does Allah say about it?
Ihtikar is also another business practice, which is not Islamic, because the thing is again fall under unnecessary or excessive profiteering, and normally what they do, they lie, and that makes it worse. You come and ask for it, we don't have it. It's out of stock.
It's finished.
It's finished.
When the store is...
It's full of this, but they're waiting, and that's exploitation, in fact. And in addition to ensuring halal money for the Muslim, it is not only enough for you to ensure that the money is halal, but you must ensure that the money also has barakah, it's blessed. And I can assure you, that particular earning will be devoid of barakah. These are the people, someday something disaster will happen. The whole property is gone. Or 90% of the property will be used to on medical bills. You understand? Because there is no blessing. People, millions of Muslims or millions of people, innocent people, were made to suffer before the money was raised. So you make millions of people suffering simply because you want to make yourself rich. Any guarantee that you will enjoy that rich? No. Obviously, there's no guarantee. And because the moral teachings of Islam are being violated, in addition to whatever punishment Allah reserved for the person in the hereafter, in addition to that, many things can happen. Calamities will simply happen as a way of teaching the person that, a good lesson, that Allah is not pleased and will never be pleased with that method of business.
Okay.
Allah. And it's important that, and I remember saying this in a number of instances during Ramadan, that good believers avoid hoarding. Hoarding is un-Islamic. It's
hoarding and it's aiding.
Yes. Let just every good person avoid it. You see, وَأَهْلَ اللَّهُ الْبَيْعَ وَحَرَّمَ الرِّبَا. And bay is this business transaction. And like I said, the essence of bay, why is it permissible? You make money out of it. In fact, there's this tradition of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is that the most lawful earning on earth is something that you earn out of an acceptable transaction, business, a lawful business. The money that you earn, the money that you make out of lawful business, and the earning that you make out of your own hand. Like you have the how to call it, the craft people, the masons, the carpenters, the people who use their hands to make earning.